Let's see. So, Mr. Hicks was actually an Interpol agent. That is so. Oh. I was gonna say, that's really weird for Edgeworth to say.
Wow, sir. I never thought I'd hear those words coming out of your mouth. That is so cool. I can't believe he's from Interpol, the adventure, the glamour, and the miraculous and big escape when you get caught by the enemy.
Except in this case, there was no big escape. And no miracle. And the miracle never happened.
Well, that was also my line too, sir, but, you know.
Was that your time?
Yeah, that was me. And a miracle.
Oh. Oh. That's sadder then. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one it says...
Oh my gosh!
We read this line before. We've read this line anyways.
Keep stealing my lines, sir.
I just like them so much. The leftover suitcases sit here, lined up in two pretty neat rows. Too bad for Mr. Nero, but the design is unmarketable.
I'd buy one if it was cheaper, sir. Do you think they sell it to me at a discount? Or why don't they sell them at the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free. If you win the raffle, you get one more for free. Ha! How about those ideas, sir?
I think if they did that, everyone would lose. This is a rather large piece of cargo.
There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Alif Red Statue. Never heard of it.
Alright, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime.
Then let's get investigating, sir.
I have my finger in your armpit.
Oh, I like it.
It's like tickling him.
Goat scissors, eye, frond, bug.
You never read that like that. Also, that's a leaf. But okay.
Leaf. Words. Oh, that very last one is Hadouken.
You're not even gonna try your Borginian?
Oh no, I've given up on it. Culturally insensitive to Borginians everywhere. I honestly, part of the reason why I'm not doing it is because like it's too soon in the stream. I don't even remember what this guy sounded like, and you're just gonna say Borginian. Like I recognize that, but
yeah,
what does Borginian sound like? I forget.
Do you need to like Google some accents or something?
I'd probably. I'm just gonna read it. The accent's gonna come eventually, but I'm gonna do my best.
Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions without permission.
Doesn't it sound close?
That's my ouchie one. Don't rush up on me like that, pal.
This belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. Keeping track this many pieces. What?
This is like an Eastern European nation, right?
Yes.
But like they use like vaguely Arabic inspired instrumentation.
Okay, it's fictional.
I mean, it's literally called the Middle East.
What
not
is?
The East. The Arabian Peninsula?
No, but this is a fictional country. Their music just sounds similar, I guess.
Oh, fair.
I will say this is not the only game Virginia is going to be a part of, or people from Virginia, so...
I feel like we've already seen people from Virginia in other games we've played.
Possibly not the original trilogy, but keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew.
It sure brings back memory when I worked as a part-time mover.
There's a look in his eyes. He's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story, but we already went over this dialogue. Okay, let me talk. I take that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Yeah, no, for some reason today's just not a good day for accents. I'm trying my best.
No, just go somewhere
I don't know
like...
how you come up with accents, but they like they come from within from me, you know, like I don't just like, what, you know, like the voice comes out.
This kind of feels like, I don't know, like German, Romanian, like that area.
Well, yeah, I know, but like based on our
Transylvanian
kerfuffles. Oh, Transylvanian, I can do. I mean, he could be a vampire, like that. We could do that. Of course, it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Alifred statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been a large cargo hold. So 10 million cents?
10 million cents is what? $100,000?
Yeah.
10 million cents?
Jesse stopped trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective.
It makes 998,000 noodles, sir. It's pretty easy math. You gotta calculate for tax, you know, inflation, depending on the grocery store you get them at. Darn! How did you do that?
You really overestimate how much Gumshoe has to spend on noodles if you're thinking he pays that much for his noodles.
Man, that's probably enough noodles for like 3 weeks. I don't even know. I feel like you keep getting better at seeing right through me every year.
I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place.
Hey, Mr. Edwards, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars?
Does it really make a difference to our case?
Well, you know, considering inflation rate today is currently at 1.175 to the dollar, sir.
Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It's a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Okay. Present or logic?
We have to do some logic first. Probably. What we got? Eureka!
Smuggling ring and enough. Valuable piece of art.
I mean, we could try connecting those two. They look like logical thoughts, but like usually we wait until there's more things to connect.
Or might not get more things. Who knows?
Yeah, let's do it up. Eureka!
If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue is brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further.
Okay.
About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
Suddenly Danish or something, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna...
Swedish?
Whatever comes out.
Dark Data. Oh, you bet he buys the noodles in bulk? Probably. No, he can't afford
you gotta
bulk.
go to you gotta go to the nearest Bulko Mart. Have you ever been to a Bulko Mart, sir?
A spectator statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Man, you can get some great things for huge discounts there. It's incredible. I buy my underwear from there.
Bold of you to assume that Gumshoe can afford more than one pair.
Oh, I said underwear. They still sell just one pair, but it's still in bulk. It's kind of incredible.
Oh, I mean, bulk is the size at that point.
Humble.
Dark Data said, how many accents can you give this man in one stream? This is incredible.
Oh, thank you. Let's not try to figure out, because ChatGPT's gonna hate me if I do. Don't say sarcastic things, so those thieves were not there. Although there will be at least 2 more accent changes. I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinklet Blanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. Yeah, I can do like vaguely non-feminine, effeminate German person. Do you want me to do that voice for him too?
Maybe a little masculine, more masculine though, first.
I don't know if I could. I'll try. I can't read this. What does it say? Let's see. No, I can't. I literally can't. I'm just gonna start as Francisca and just try to like lower the pitch as I go. No, I can't. It says plain as day. The cargo was put onto the plane to Yura.
That was good.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe just as the states in this certificate.
No, that's...
Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there.
Respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Ha! Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see that I am right.
This. I knew I've seen this somewhere before.
This is Aleph Red? It kind of looks gray, to be honest. Why would they call it red? It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
What do you know about art?
I thought we were talking about farts. I can smell that. Sorry, that was me. I know they say you smell till you don't it, but like, you know, I did smell it first too, so it's one of those.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at the museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
I believe a closer look isn't warranted here.
Boom, 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 boom.
So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue, hmm?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail.
Can we look at the original picture so I can see
What picture? We have an original
photo
picture?
Of, we have a picture of the murderee.
Hurry.
And it's in the background. The victim. Oh,
good
the
memory.
eyes. The eyes. The eyes have it.
This isn't the Aleph Red, this is the Aleph Yellow?
Aleph Yellow.
Those eyes made of some sort of gem?
That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels.
Dark Data said Aleph Amber.
This we're the Aleph Rangers. Aleph Red, Aleph Amber, Aleph Orange. Just different shades of warm tones.
Aleph Crimson.
Aleph
Maroon.
Aleph Vermilion. Yeah.
But they kind of remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house.
Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible the statue is a fake? What do we do?
I don't know, you tell me, sir.
What should we do?
Is that it? Can we go down? Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I don't know. The rope. Cut the rope. You remember that game, sir? When, back in the future past, cut the rope.
What have we here?
It says Jengfa Express on the cloth, sir. I'm gonna take a guess that it's then say that this delivery based in Jengfa.
I can see why you're a detective.
Thank you.
Something is tugging on the corner of my mind. Is there something
I
is
am
out of
kind
place?
of proud of how much I'm a detective recently. I'm pretty proud of everything that I say and do. I've actually gone to detective classes overnight, sir.
Maybe we should deduce instead on the eyes?
Oh, sorry, I already went to the bathroom. Yeah, can we do that? Yeah.
What
Sure.
button is deduce? There we go.
Yeah, if you let me just keep going, I'm gonna vamp for 7 hours.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
The picture.
Mr. Hicks. Eureka!
Eureka.
These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir.
I don't think you see what I'm talking about. Also, why do they look different when you're in grade school?
No, I do. But it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Have you never been in grade school, sir?
No, I was born like this.
The memories of being born like this. I remember standing out in the field, spinning my arms out until I felt ill.
I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo?
Huh? Ah! Sir! They're red!
As I thought. The statues are fake. Thank you for confirming I'm actually colorblind, so I was just trying to verify.
Oh, no worries, sir. You can always tell me. Like, we live in an ableist society,
Mr. LeBlanc.
so I'll do my best. Oh, sorry.
What do you want? Don't you know how I am a busy man? And I am ableist. By the way, I know it's not relevant to the story, but I wanted to include that information about myself. I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Aleph Red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It's the biggest trophy in this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. This is gonna be a long story.
Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is that? Sympathy for what?
You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
The large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now then! Oh,
Look at this photograph.
every time I see it, it makes me be angry. It is a photo of the statue on display at a museum in Europe.
Now, do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
A fake!
I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed this is indeed a fake. There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. And I'll present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction.
Go down. And then do the tart. Because it's sitting on top of the tart.
What's this?
The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense.
You! What did you say now? Further, my clothing time is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses, my subordinate.
As he forgives those trespass against me, sir. You get it? You get it, sir?
LeBlanc?
Yeah, I might have gone to church once.
Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
Is that not it?
I think it is.
Yeah. Do we have to like deduce it? Like
I think we have to deduce it, probably.
deduce it.
This is about somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold.
What? Evidence? What do we have?
A lot.
The statue? Yeah, that? Sure.
Eureka!
Eureka.
There's clearly a contradiction here.
I don't think so. Not based on the fact that the music is playing.
What are you going on about? It's a simple case of cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo.
You don't think so? Like, they're talking about it, though.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe this is not like the turnabout, you know, that the games are so lovingly named after.
Ah, that's not possible.
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo is brought on board in Zhengfa, there's no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue is smuggled on board in Zhengfa.
But then, what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner. He would have no way to prove the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there's someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was going to get nabbed, huh?
Yes, well, this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir. It was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly, this only goes to prove our theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move this statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now!
Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the Aleph Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
Luminol? Remember that from the previous stream, sir? I remember that. I wasn't in that game.
I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs?
It seemed that deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
It's so great that a detective of homicides is squeamish about the remains of blood. Not even the blood itself.
Have you seen it? It's so icky and sticky and gross, sir. Disgusting.
The culprit cleaned up the blood. The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
Do you want to try to take 3 of that, sir?
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood?
With a mop.
As well. Huh.
With a bucket and a mop, sir. Do you get it? Do you get it, sir?
Do you have anything?
Yeah, the rag. The bloody rag from Genova.
You mean the Borginian cloth?
Borginian cloth.
Take that!
Eureka.
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had the need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa?
There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes highly suspect. Who?
I don't know. I'm like fully in my gumshoe existence. I'm like no thoughts, just gumshoe. I'm gonna tell you who I think, but if it's not that, feel free to tell me that I'm wrong.
Whose testimonies do we have?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we have me. Yeah. So I was gonna say it's hers, right? Because like she's insisting that he was there, but like that's wrong.
Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
This is like Virtue's Last Reward level of like flashback or like something. Oh no, AI Somnium Files. Flashback that could have just been an email. It's like, why did we flashback to those 3 lines? No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's an homage to that period of our lives.
Yeah, but I mean, at least the flashback was quick here. But that, it's like takes like 10-15 seconds to load into the flashback, and then 10-15 seconds to load out.
Yeah. Oh, it reminds me of that one time. So Bastet was the Egyptian god, and then you come back. It's like, why is that relevant?
No, it wouldn't even be that one time. It'd be like, it reminds me of that one time that Iris said that Bastet was the Egyptian god. Flashback. Yeah. So Bastet was the Egyptian god. Flashback.
Oh, Tate, honey. I'm gonna keep polishing my bonito. It's an innuendo.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but...
Yeah, for some reason, all my comic relief characters do just casually break the fourth wall. I don't make the rules. I just make the comedy.
That totally contradicts the facts, sir.
You should do like a report on Deadpool or something.
Oh, I did.
I know.
Dude, are you saying... You know what's funny? You say that. I've been cleaning, and I literally have the comic in which Deadpool kills Don Quixote that I wrote my paper on, like right at my feet this entire time. Like,
well,
it's almost like morphogenetic fields. You were like sensing that, like.
Yeah, I could feel it in the field way.
Yeah.
But that now the viewers know a little more about you.
Ah! Don't dox me. Find my paper that I did not publish anywhere.
Did you read this line?
Yeah, that totally contradicts the facts, sir.
But why was she lying about something like that?
I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. To be continued.
Man, we could have finished this last stream.
I mean, it's like 40 minutes that took us. Plus, I was worried about this stream being too short if we did.
My goofs per minute expand exponentially, and the closer we get to the final point of destination, it's like a Doppler effect. Have you heard of it, sir? So basically, sound, as it's traveling, the waves expand. So the closer you get to the point where you're listening from, it expands the sound, so it sounds like it's on a lower pitch. And then the closer you get, the higher the frequency becomes. So, like, my goofs are kind of like that. You know, the closer we are to the end time, the closer they are together, so there's not as much time in between them. Wait, what? What were we talking about?
Miss Meal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was. Like, is Gumshoe just like weirdly like a savant? Like, is that the characterization that I'm giving him? Just casually, you know, like.
Yeah, you're right. That is weird.
I think so. I'm gonna retract that bit from the records.
Miss Meal. Miss Meal. Do you remember what you said earlier about when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Xingfa? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at the time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we even ever touched down in Xingfa. Oh? Miss Cammy Meal. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did. No one can make a mistake so large, Miss Meal. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time.
This is going nowhere. There must be a better way to resolving this contradiction.
Very well. Miss Meal, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span from just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. How's man supposed to react?
And then from 5 to 6.
How's man supposed to react to testimony like that? Dark Data said Cammy's mouth open like that while all white looks so weird. I think it's her teeth. The anime not showing teeth individually.
She has baleen teeth, you know, like whales. They got baleen, like micro fiber filaments
Oh,
that
cute.
filter different food through it.
Cute.
So I think Cammy Meal is actually part whale.
Are you calling her fat?
Oh no, I'm saying that she has a thick layer of blubber that keeps her insulated in some winter temperatures.
Miss Meal, wake up! Ah! She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her.
Oh, sorry, no, you can't do that! You just had the sexual harassment training!
It sounds really bad, jeez.
Sir, you're not allowed to press the subjects anymore!
Dark Data said, can't be proven wrong if your statements are indescribably vague.
Yeah. These are the best kind of...
Yeah. Miss Meal, wake up. I'm awake, I'm awake.
Miles Edgeworth, I demand you do something about this flight attendant this instant.
Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use?
Oh, I only whip men.
I mean, she whipped, what's her name? Old Bag and Lotta Hart, plenty.
Oh, that's an alternate timeline.
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge, between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. And what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and then having a most delicious dream. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way! Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Yeah. Miss Mia, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up! I'm awake, I'm awake.
Oh, yeah, what did you with me for, sir?
Ooh, what'd I miss? Poor detective being in the receiving end of a lash in your stead. Really? Heh, sorry about that. You make amends for that by continuing your testimony. 5 to 6, I was in the flight all by lonesome. So you were all alone the entire time, were you? Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
This is, I mean, it's early in the game, but like he's literally being like, there's something to object about. Should I object? No, yes, raise an objection, please.
Miss Meal, there's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m.
Is it a receipt saying that the luggage was purchased?
Yes?
Left in the flight attendant's room? Maybe, yeah, because it was left in the flight attendant's room, and sure, I would say this. If it's not, whatever.
Take that. I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal. Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Tenero bought. Now if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tenero!
Yes?
Huh? Why is the killer here? Thought you'd have her locked up by now. Request that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Miss Tenero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Meal there at the time?
No.
So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Meal! The bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. You take me for a fool. It's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive
Sir,
proof.
she's got you there.
I don't have enough conclusive
Nature
proof
does call.
to counter-argue her at this stage.
Have you figured out how to block nature? I've been trying to, but their calls always come through. It's really annoying.
It's called a vasectomy.
Oh, I didn't know that that's how you stop that from happening.
You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. You think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Please leave Miss Tenera out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda.
I literally was about to joke. Oh, why are you taking her side? It's because you have a crush.
Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? Never mind. Do you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of like...
I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design.
Now is not the time for this sort of talk.